Hello, hello, hello. Thanks for tuning in. Today I wanted to talk about fuel, in particular gasoline. With everything that's going on right now, I figured a little bit of knowledge would go a long way. So in front of me I have three of your common fuel cans that hold gasoline. You have a little one here that has an automatic on-off spout so it can't spill. This is one of the older ones with no safety device. I don't think they sell them anymore without safety devices. I'm not sure. And then your regular jerry can there. This one's plastic, but the metal ones are just fine. With everything that's going on, people are buying up fuel right now and hoping to store it, I guess, long term. So I wanted to talk and, show you guys exactly what happens to fuel if you keep it for long and how to keep it longer and how long it actually lasts. So depending on what container you have your fuel in is going to depend on how long your fuel lasts, plain and simple. If you don't have it in an airtight container, it will evaporate, it will absorb water, it will go bad. I believe ExxonMobil says that gasoline lasts an average of about 6 months or so, and that's in an approved container. So the jerry can back here, that's the number one container that I would recommend, metal or plastic. You seal them up airtight and they're good to go. So you would get 6 months out of fresh gas. These little ones here, especially the newer ones here with those relief valves, they allow air in and out. And I don't like them too much. I just put 2-stroke oil in that, and when I mix it up, and these ones are pretty good. So you get 6 months out of it, and that also depends on where you store it. So you got to store the gas out of direct sunlight. If it's in direct sunlight, then the cans are going to expand and swell and shrink at night with heat. It creates vapor. So store them in a cool, not direct sunlight area. And if you want to get a little more shelf life out of it, I use this stuff here, which is Stabil storage. It works pretty well. I put it in all the fuel that I use, and I've never had an issue with bad fuel. I'm going to open up this fuel cap and show you what good fuel looks like, and I've got some 3-year-old fuel in my generator, but it still works because I've been treating it. So let me get this cap off. Okay, so you see how that gas has a nice greenish hue to it. It's got a nice color to it. That's fresh gasoline. That gas is maybe, I don't know, 3 days old or so. So that's how fresh gas should look. And then you put it in your approved containers and make sure the lids are tight, and you'll get the most life out of this. So if you use the Stabil, you can get about, let's see how long this extends it. Okay, so it keeps fuel fresh up to 24 months. So about 2 years is what it's saying. And this treats up to 80 gallons. So like I said, I have a generator that fuel's been in it for just about 3 years. So once this fuel craze goes down, I'll run that generator down, put fresh fuel back in it. But I want to go out there and show you what old fuel looks like so you know. Okay, we're out at the generator, and you can tell I've had the fuel in there a while because even the fuel gauge in there has turned varnish color. But if you look in there, that's nowhere near the color of the gas we just looked at. Brownish color to it almost. So this fuel I mixed with a little bit of fresh fuel, and the majority of it's about 3 years old. So when the fuel starts to go from that greenish hue to a brown like that, the fuel's starting to get bad, and it'll smell different. So definitely put fuel stabilizer in your stuff. And this fuel still runs. Like I said, when this little fuel scare is over, I'll run this fuel down to empty and put fresh fuel back in there. Okay, so what did we learn today? Fuel only stays good for about 6 months on its own. Add stabilizer to it to get up to 2 years out of it. Keep it in an approved airtight container, and it will last. The color of fresh fuel is that clearish, yellow-greenish, I guess, hue. When it starts to go bad, you've seen in the generator, it was that brownish, lacquer varnish color, and that will clog up engines and destroy engines. So I feel like I said, I've had that fuel in there about 3 years. I mixed it with some fresh fuel, and I did start it, and it ran. So once this scare is over with the fuel, I'll run it down and get some fuel when it's back to normal. So I hope this helps everybody. Stay safe out there. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe.